Undoubtedly, you've taken a look at what Ward 4 faces in terms of the future, both positive and maybe some things that you've already picked up on that need to be worked on. Let's start with the positive. What do you think is very good about Ward 4 just at this point?
So I think really with Ward 4, I mean, we're a neat little niche of our city. We're a very older part of the community. There's not a lot of new build.
Right. Could you just give us a rough geographical sense of where Ward 4 sits in North Canton?
Of course. We are south of West Maple. We're West Maple South. Okay. A little bit into south of Eberhard, where the border cuts. Okay. And really from Main Street over to the Whipple, like to the North Canton line. So it's a unique little area because we've got some Main, we've got Glenwood, West Maple, Eberhard, Main, Whipple. So we've got a lot of interaction going, a lot of busy street traffic. We've got the old Orchard Hill neighborhoods, which a lot of those were a lot of the homes that Hoover workers lived in, the little bungalows, and we've got some really good, beautiful, old, large homes scattered through the community as well.
What general condition is the housing stock across Ward 4?
It's very diverse.
Very diverse. Okay.
A lot of rental in certain market.
Does that concern you at all, the rental factor?
Not if we do what's right. Not if we maybe have some guidelines around it. My son goes to school with a lot of these kids and families, and I don't. I kind of like the diversity that we're not in all these little cookie cutter neighborhoods per se. That's one of the reasons I really wanted to live back in that area. I think the condition of a lot of the homes are really nice. I think there's some maybe love to be given and accountability to be held to some of the landlords in that respect, but overall, there's no eyesores.
There are no eyesores.
I mean, walking through, I just haven't really noticed anything that really sticks out to me. I really think we're a well-run ward. And I've said this before, I'm not doing this because things aren't being done right, per se, in that spot. Mm-hmm. But I want to be part of continuing it on and making it even better.
To sum up, then, the positive aspect of Ward 4, you like the diversity and the opportunities that presents to take the positive aspects of that part of the North Canton community and as a model citywide?
You mean the positive pieces?
Yeah.
I think the only, major, if you want to talk about what's not right, and again, this is always opinion.
Right.
Truly. The feedback I hear, because I did speak to people when I was pulling those petitions at large. So citywide, communication. We have social media. I know probably 65 to 70% of my ward is not checking social media. They're looking for a newsletter or print out something. So communication is key.
From council.
From council. Even if it's just your ward to your ward, but as a city, there needs to be something else. They're not all on, I'm on Facebook, I'm on social media, I'm reading your blog. Not everybody does this. So there needs to be another way to get facts out there or just get process, like what we're doing, what we're working on, updates. The Hoover District project is so dear and near to my heart because where I grew up.
Right.
And all the empty space, and I have all these ideas in my head, which I won't talk about because I don't even know what we can do. But at this point, I honestly think the biggest opportunity and plus, it kind of goes hand in hand, is what we could do with Main Street business. Like to bring in more business to help our current business. That's what I really, when I hear the disconnect and what needs help citywide, there's not really a whole lot of small business if you look at my ward. But with my background in small business and planning and helping to develop, you go down, you have so much opportunity. And so I'm really excited to see what we can do with that and to bring some projects to fruition.
Do you see any opportunity in Ward 4 for more commercial development, or is it maxed out?
There's not much space. We have a golf course.
Okay.
But if you really look at our land piece of it in true Ward 4, there's a couple areas that I won't mention that I hope we don't develop.
Okay.
Would you say commercial or residential?
Commercial.
Back up. I don't think either have the spot for commercial.
Okay.
The areas I'm thinking of, if anything, I could see developers coming in for residential.
Okay.
Yeah, just to where the niches are, like where those are located.
Well, one of the major problems in Ward 4 over the years has been the Zimber Ditch area.
Which is corrected.
Right, and of course, Snyder, when he was on council, and even your opponent,
Yeah,
Dominic, has they've worked hard. And it appears to me that that problem is pretty much dealt with. Do you agree with that, or is there more work to be done?
As far as I know, and I have a lot of contacts along that area, and they're very happy with the results.
Okay.
Truly, and I know. Gosh, that was a talk since I was a kid. I mean, years you go back about the issues that they had back in that area. And from, I walk that way almost every evening. I talk to a lot of people, but even when I'm just walking the dogs or heading to the park with my son, the feedback I've gotten is it appears to have been resolved, truly.
Okay.
So, of course, that's something I would have to check into a little more if elected, but the common feedback is what was done was the right thing to do, and it's helped immensely.
Well, looking at what problems area may still exist in Ward 4, what would be top priority for Councilwoman Boyajian?
Well, as far as representing Ward 4 and the issues that I'm hearing about or that they're facing, the big things are, my common feedback is they're concerned about their taxes because it's definitely a different demographic. We don't have a lot of the large neighborhoods. We're definitely more of and again, speaking without stats in front of me, I think the average is definitely more that mid-income. We're not a real high-income area, with the exceptions, of course, as there are in every ward. But truly, I hear, there's a lot of people that want, it's dark when we walk out there. There's some lighting issues. So these are basic ward issues, some sidewalk concerns about where the traffic is, whether it's school traffic or cut through. We have a lot of unfortunate cut through traffic, so some speed issues per se. Very common, good old school safety service issues is really what I'm going to be dealing with, I think, initially within that ward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is Ward 4 a navigable ward in terms of people getting out and walking the sidewalks in the ward?
So I was, again, super lucky to live behind the Hoover District where I had the Stark Trail right there.
Okay.
And my son and I walked it every night. We walk our dogs, we bike. So we don't, unfortunately, have that luxury where I'm at.
Okay.
But I will say we've got our walkers, North Cantons.
Okay.
Our citizens are very active. So
Sidewalks in good condition?
some are, some aren't.
Okay.
I can tell you directly where I'm at. No, I don't let my son ride his bike on my street, which is
Okay.
unfortunate. And it's so dark in our neighborhood. And again, we're a very unique historical neighborhood, very tree lined, so I get it that may not be my street specific. But even back through Orchard Hill, some of the residents I've talked to, people tend to cut through there from Everhard to get to Maine, and it's not all sidewalked. And again, lighting is an issue. So, I think we're actively doing that, but I think a lot of us end up going down to Price to the trail when we would like to walk our beautiful streets and see the gorgeous homes and really take in the beauty of what's in Old Ward 4, truly.